Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My fiance set boundaries around what I can talk about with him. Is this healthy? I've never heard of this before. My fiance and I have been dating for 4 years, engaged for 8 months. Over the last 2 years, he'd asked me not to talk about or drastically limit how much I talk about certain topics, including work, niche topics that I've extensively researched and really enjoy, and our wedding. Today he added the cat I recently rescued to the list. There's a list. He's like, these are the things that you can't talk about with me. Wedding topics, niche topics, anything that you like, and work. Girl, I don't know what to tell you, but I feel like if he really loves you, he would love to listen to anything you talk about. This has severely limited the topics that I talk to him about and made me feel like he just doesn't want me to talk. This is backed up by comments that he's made about how monotonous and hard to listen to my voice is. That's so mean. What? Why would your partner say that to you? Be like, your voice is hard to listen to. Writing this out, I totally understand that I sound like a boring person, but he knew most of these things about me coming into the relationship. We knew each other before we started dating. However, I understand that those things aren't everyone's cup of tea. I used to talk at length about these topics, but I've worked really hard not to talk about them too much with him. I even set daily reminders on my phone not to talk about the topics that bother him until it became a habit. Initially, he said I didn't need to set the reminders, but he was noticeably happier when I started talking less in general. Meanwhile, he continues to talk at length about the similar topics that he'd asked me not to, work and his favourite topics to research. When I've brought up what I felt like was a double standard, he said that anyone could understand and relate to his work, whereas he doesn't understand mine. Oh, yeah, but you don't have to. You just have to listen, that's all. I'd be salty as if someone said that to me. Yeah, but I can talk about mine because, people will understand mine. But when you talk about things that you talk about, no one cares. That's what I'd hear. I've also made an effort to at least listen to and encourage his research topics, even though they're not my thing. And he says that these things are the only things he has to unwind outside of work, a physical public-facing job. It does make me sad. I believe in encouraging people's favorite topics, and I'd really love to have that reciprocated from my partner. Instead, the list keeps getting longer. When I want to give him important updates on my work, like that I'm going after another job, I have to preface my update with, I'll make this quick, or a 2-minute update. And even then, he looks like he's been forced to endure. Several times when those things, especially work, which has been especially rough for me this year, are all I can think about, I find myself with very little to say that won't go against the boundaries he's set. But I still want desperately to talk to someone. On those days or weeks, we'll have very surface level conversations. Especially then, I talk a lot to our 3 cats and now their rescue cat. Mostly nonsense things about how sweet they are and silly made up scenarios. And then we just slow blink at each other back and forth. It's great. I feel so bad for her. It literally feels like she's a single cat mom, but she has a fiance. That's so bad. This upsets my fiance. He's made comments about how he'd have to act like a cat if he wants me to talk to him and give him attention. I've explained that I'm just going through stuff at work and don't want to talk his ear off about it. What? But he's the one who's saying that he doesn't want her to talk to him. I've tried having conversations about how to resolve this so we both get what we need, but he usually turns it back on me in some way. This can't be healthy, right? Or am I overthinking it and missing something? We're about 2 months out from the wedding, and I'm struggling to finish wedding DIYs because of what this would mean for the rest of my life. I don't like this. I definitely feel like if I was in her position, I'd be so sad. Talking about the things that you like is just a normal thing. And you'd want to talk about it to your partner, right? Like the first thing. And if he's like, no, I don't want to hear you talk about that. But he continues to talk about what he likes. That's sad. It doesn't even sound like he likes her. Because even for the people that I don't like, I will still listen to them. Even if they want to talk about whatever they want to talk about, I will still listen. I won't be like, can you not talk about this to me? Can you not talk at all? Shut up. I would not say that. The fact that this is her fiance saying this to her, that's not nice. My boyfriend is upset I have purchased a new dress for my work dinner. How can we move forward in a healthy way? Me and my boyfriend are having a disagreement about my work conference. We have been dating for about a year. I have a work conference coming up in my local area. I started this job a few months ago, so this is my first time attending this conference. However, in my career field, I've been attending conferences for over a decade. That involves a dinner on the last night. I asked my manager if we were allowed a +1 to the dinner, and she said no. This is only for the company employees. My manager mentioned that this would be a black tie event. I have a lot of beautiful dresses in my closet. Some I've never worn. However, I don't have any floor-length gowns. I told my boyfriend I was going to Macy's to buy a new dress, and he said I should wear something in my closet. I explained that I needed a new dress due to the dress code and that I'm excited to buy a new dress and get glammed for a night. I very rarely get to get glammed up. He was upset and said he didn't understand why I had to buy a new dress. He told me he will talk to me later and got off our FaceTime call. I went to the mall and saw several beautiful dresses in my price range of about $150. I texted my boyfriend and told him most of the dresses were 30% off and I could probably find a great dress for under $100. I took a few pictures of dresses I saw to get his opinion, but he said he doesn't want to be a part of this process at all. I texted him back and told him that I understand and I will no longer involve him in this. The dress I picked is navy blue. I'm completely covered, no cleavage or legs out, etc. I'm respectful of the dress I picked out and the fact that I'm in a relationship. About a week later, we talked about the subject again and he was even more upset. He said he didn't understand why I wanted a new dress. I told him that when we met last year, he bought a brand new suit for his office Christmas party that he did not invite me to. He said that's different because a +1 was allowed, but I shouldn't buy a dress and get glammed up if my significant other can't be there. What? What? So he doesn't want her to feel beautiful? That's crazy. Anyway, as I tried to defend my choice and point out how I'm allowed to buy new clothes and get glammed up, he got upset again and told me he would talk to me the next day. Before he hung up, he asked me if I'm a leader or a follower. Sorry, that would make me laugh. 3 days later, he said he thought I was looking for attention. I was honestly hurt and shocked by this revelation. I'm dressing for the occasion and want to feel pretty for a night. I told him at our ages, I will not have someone policing my clothing and what I buy. I dress modestly all the time. I'm mostly in jeans and t-shirts and he tells me to dress up more often. He even asked me why I don't get a bit more dressed up to go to Target and the grocery store. I told him I like to be comfortable. We get to wear jeans in the office, so the only time I really get to dress up is dates with him and church. So he only wants her to get dressed up so he can see her. For his eyes only, not for her. Most women, they get dressed up for themselves so they can feel pretty, so they can feel confident, you know? And what did he say? The Christmas party allowed a +1, but he didn't invite her? Huh? What is that I hear? This is actually so toxic. So she's not allowed to wear the things that she wants to wear. Why? Why though? I just don't understand how he's thinking right now. Because, you know, if she could invite him, she would. But she can't, so she isn't inviting him. But he could have invited her, but he didn't. So I don't get why they're arguing. Because she has way more points to back herself up, while he doesn't. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!